View the Italy tour in Google Earth by clicking the drop down to see the locations you can go to. The first one is the Moro River Canadian War Memorial. You may have a website open and there is a click to go back to Google Earth up in the left top part of your screen if you do have the website open and can't get back to Google Earth. You'll see the War Memorial here, the graveyard, and you'll see that it's surrounded by vineyards and overlooking the sea. A beautiful and peaceful location as a memory to those valiant war heroes that fell in Ortona in 1943. Take the little man to go down to Street View, and we can go down here to the front of the War Memorial, and we'll just go down and have a look at it close up. So as you travel along here, we go under a cute little tunnel, and you'll see that in Street View we can't go past this corner because film was not made going on forward, so we can't go to the front of the War Memorial, but we can go in behind. I'm going to pause the screencast so you don't have to wait for it, and I'll meet you on the other side. So here we're coming up to the back of the Canadian War Memorial, and you can see as we turn. We had a glitch there, so here we are again up at the back of the War Memorial. You can see how peaceful it is. We're just going to click on these little icons here. You can see there's photos posted by visitors to these locations, and we can stand in respect of those soldiers who have fallen by viewing some of the photos close up. If we go back to a bird's eye view of Ortona, Italy, we can see how the town sits on a cliff right close to the sea, and how you can see the man-made harbor, which was an important conquest in World War II because it allowed whoever controlled that harbor to be able to bring supplies into the center of Italy, and actually right almost across from Rome on the other side. So it was important. The next stop in this tour is to take a bird's eye view again to see the gully. You can see the dark green horseshoe-shaped circle that we're drawing around, and that gully caused a lot of trouble for the Canadians. The Germans were encamped at the top of the gully, and as the Canadians came in to cross the gully, they ran into much enemy fire and many men were lost. So you can see how that caused a lot of difficulty. Our next stop is Casa Berardi, and you can see down in the left-hand corner of your screen here this push pin that shows the location of a homestead, a farming homestead, the Berardi family, and the Germans were occupying their house, and it was given to the Van Duze Company, Captain Triquet, who was the head of that, to take that homestead, that stronghold, and they lost many men getting across the gully and getting close to Casa Berardi. The courage and perseverance that Captain Triquet showed in taking Casa Berardi won him a Victoria Cross. And let's just go down to Street View and see how the Berardi family felt about the Canadians of the 22nd Regiment. And if we just turn around here, we can see the house itself. Today it's a B&B. If you want to travel to Italy and go and stay there, we can see right up close. You may not see in your screen, I can when we're up close, the plaque that's here, and it says to Captain Paul Triquet of the Royal 22nd Regiment, and it's just in honor of the men that died just even taking that farmhouse. Colonel Berardi, now a colonel in the Italian army, was 5 years old at the time, and there is a story on our website of how he comes to meet the Canadians and honor them, and have his fear and then elation when the Canadians freed the Berardi family. And there is a story that later, after the war, the Italians actually thought that the Berardi family were traitors and had been in alignment with the Germans, but it was the Canadians who relieved them of that threat of accusation by telling them of how they had cooperated with the Allies.